the UK's most miserable places to live, have been uncovered in a new Office for National Statistics (ONS) survey, which is essentially the nation's collective cry for help. Unfortunately, the results revealed that there are places in the UK where residents are officially the most gloomy in the nation. It's like everyone there is stuck in a never-ending rainy day with no hope of sunshine, or even a cute umbrella to make it bearable. Let's see 10 most miserable places. Epsom and Ewell, the land of natural springs, historic architecture, and the occasional horse race. But don't let the beauty fool you, because according to the latest survey, the residents there are about as happy as a racehorse who's been stuck in the stable for too long. With an average happiness score of 7.06 out of 10, it's no surprise that the Epsom and Ewell Food Bank has seen a surge in demand. Looks like some people are having to rely on charity just to make ends meet. And don't even bother asking about savings. You'll get laughed out of town faster than you can say none such park. It seems like everyone's living on the edge in Epsom and Ewell, with no cushion for unexpected expenses. Glasgow, the city of stunning architecture, culture, and a happiness level so low, it's practically a limbo dance competition. It seems that even the iconic Glasgow Cathedral and necropolis can't lift the spirits of the city's residents, who have given it an average rating of 7.03 out of 10 on the happiness scale. Perhaps they're too busy counting their pennies, as poverty levels have deepened in the city, with families being forced to survive on a measly £115 per week, below the poverty line. But hey, at least they have the Riverside Museum and the Pollock House to distract them from their financial woes, right? In all seriousness, though, it's a shame to hear about the rising number of children living in relative poverty in Glasgow. Let's hope the city can find a way to improve its residents' quality of life, because cultural landmarks and stunning architecture can only do so much to make up for financial struggles. Craven is a district located in the heart of the Yorkshire Dales National Park, known for its breathtaking natural beauty and landmarks such as Skipton Castle, Bolton Abbey, and Malham Cove. But let's not forget that it's also been voted one of the most miserable places in Britain. It's hard to believe that Craven's happiness rating is only 7.03 out of 10. This may come as a surprise, considering that most of the neighboring districts in North Yorkshire are known for their happiness. Maybe it's the constant rainfall, or perhaps the moody clouds, that keeps everyone's spirits dampened. Or maybe the locals are just unhappy because they know they're missing out on all the excitement and culture of nearby places, like Leeds and York. Mansfield, a town located in Nottinghamshire, is known for its quaint historic market, Newstead Abbey, and St. Peter's Church. Oh, and let's not forget about the Mansfield Viaduct, a true architectural marvel that you'll miss if you blink. Unfortunately, the one thing that residents of Mansfield aren't known for is their happiness levels. In fact, they have the 7th lowest happiness rating in the UK, with a score of just 7 out of 10. It's not hard to see why, when you're surrounded by nothing but deprivation and the constant demand for food banks and child poverty charities. With donations falling, it seems that the people of Mansfield are in dire need of a break, or at least some decent economic policies. But hey, at least 35% of homes in the town center are deprived, so there's that. Mid-Sussex, the land of rolling hills, picturesque countryside, and historic landmarks. With so much beauty around, you'd expect the residents to be singing and dancing in the streets, correct? No. Despite being the least deprived part of Sussex, Mid-Sussex has managed to score the 6th lowest overall happiness rating in the UK, with a measly 7 out of 10. 1/3 of the residents are economically inactive, leaving them with little to do but admire the Ouse Valley Viaduct and St. Leonard's Church. And while the Board Hill Garden may be blooming, the air quality is not, with some areas of mid-Sussex experiencing higher levels of pollution than others. No wonder, 29 residents reported being in poor health, and 5% were classified as disabled. It seems that even the beauty of mid-Sussex can't make up for the socio-economic inequalities that are often overlooked in health inequalities policy. Lambeth, a borough in London, is known for its cultural offerings and green spaces, but it seems that the only green the residents are seeing is the color of envy towards the rest of the UK. The residents of Lambeth were found to be the 5th least happy in the country, with an average rating of 6.99 out of 10. So what's causing unhappiness in Lambeth? 1/5 of children in the area are living in relative poverty, and with inflation on the rise, families are struggling more than ever. According to Save the Children UK, the situation is grim, and families are still very much in the depths of a crisis. It's a shame that, in such a vibrant and diverse borough, some residents are left struggling to put food on the table. Maybe the London eye needs to shine a little brighter and lift the spirits of Lambeth's residents. Tunbridge Wells is a town in Kent, England, known for its natural springs and historic architecture. It's so fancy that even the royals used to hang out here, including Queen Victoria herself. Tunbridge Wells is a popular tourist destination with plenty of landmarks and attractions to visit, including St. Augustine's Church, Chalybeate Spring, Pantiles, Common, and Dunnerland Park. However, despite its wealth and glamour, Tunbridge Wells has some sad news. Tunbridge Wells merely scored 6.94 in an average happiness rating. It seems the cost of living has hit Tunbridge Wells hard, as some residents are now struggling to afford even basic necessities like food. In fact, 1 in 6 children in the area are living in poverty. Norwich, the city of medieval marvels and historic attractions. But what's this? The happiness survey has ranked it 3rd from the bottom. Looks like the people of Norwich have a case of the blues. Norwich folks have taken the whole going green thing to a whole new level. Collect rainwater to wash clothes and keep milk chilled in cold water. I mean, who needs a fridge anyway? But in all seriousness, it's concerning to hear about the alarming rise in poverty and debt crisis in the city. It seems like more and more people are struggling to make ends meet, even those who were once middle-income families. That's quite a jump, and not the kind you want to make in a game of hopscotch. Let's hope that the situation improves in 2023, or at the very least, doesn't get any worse. Redditch, the town known for its needle and fishing tackle production, and for being located just 15 miles south of Birmingham. But it seems like the town's residents are having a tough time reeling in the happiness. Redditch is now 2nd unhappiest place in UK. 1/5 of children in Redditch are living in poverty, which is not exactly a shining achievement. Maybe it's because the housing is overpriced, the wages are low, and there's absolutely nothing in the way of entertainment. Local businessmen are facing tough competition from online retailers, and even the Kingfisher shopping centre has been hit by a spate of closures. I mean, who needs a Debenhams store or a Marks & Spencer when you can just order everything online and have it delivered straight to your door? It seems like Redditch peaked in the 90s and has been going backwards ever since. Colchester, the commuter town located just an hour away from London. But it seems like happiness is in short supply in this part of Essex. In fact, Colchester has officially been rated as the UK's most miserable place to live, with an average happiness score of 6.8. Ouch. But why are the residents of Colchester so unhappy? Is it the fact that they're stuck in the middle of nowhere with no real sense of belonging? Or is it because they're constantly living in fear of being targeted by military attacks? Or maybe it's just the lack of decent shopping centers and way of entertainment. Who knows? Despite being the capital of Roman Britain, with a rich history and several art galleries, Colchester seems to be missing the mark when it comes to happiness. Sure, they have a castle and a Roman wall, but what good is that when you're feeling down in the dumps? All in all, Colchester seems to be missing out on the happiness train. Maybe they should just accept their fate and rename the town to Miseryville. Thanks for visiting our channel. We invest considerable effort and dedication in researching, producing, and presenting content that we believe you'll love. Kindly consider subscribing to our channel to receive early access to our newest videos and updates, and to support us in creating even more exceptional content for you.